Okay, so it's finally the day. Finally time for Elden Ring's DLC release trailer, which was announced yesterday. It's been 2 years since Elden Ring was released, which is a crazy amount of time for a DLC in a video game, but it's finally a trailer 1 year after the release of the teaser image, and I cannot be more excited for this. I don't know what to expect. I think a lot of us are looking forward to many reveals, whether or not it's Mikola in that teaser image, or whether or not it's a time dilation situation in which we'll see maybe Radon Prime, I've seen speculated, and Placidus Prime, which he's kind of sucks, so I don't even know if I would be excited to fight him again. More powerful, hopefully with better hitboxes, or a better, more engaging fight. But yeah, we should find out which tree they're referencing, if it's the Erdtree or if it's the Halig tree that has been enshadowed. It is kind of crazy that it's been 2 years since Elden Ring was released. That is such an unprecedented amount of time for a DLC. So we really don't know what to expect whatsoever. I think it could come down to one of two situations. Either it's the greatest experience of all time, it's the greatest FromSoft DLC ever released, and, you know, we'll all rejoice at the fact that it's so big and so good. And, you know, put 2 years into something, you would expect it to be pretty good, but who knows? Honestly, who knows? We will find out shortly. The other situation that might happen is, and this is what I'm worried about, maybe the scope was so big that we end up with a base release quality release and not a DLC quality release, because as we all know, FromSoft shines the best once they have a template to work off of, and then they can just create incredible bosses, incredible levels. So we will find out shortly, hopefully a lot of information. It's a 3-minute release, 3 minutes of gameplay. I cannot wait to see this. We've been waiting so long for any amount of anything, really. Just even a single word about it. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for really good bosses. I'm looking for cool weapons would be nice, but there's already so many good weapons in Elden Ring. It's like, how do you even compare? There's also the question of whether or not this will be a standalone release, if it's going to be just a DLC like we expect, or it might be so big at this point it's better just to release it as a standalone piece of content, so people who don't own Elden Ring can jump right in, you know, join in the hype. That might be something to consider. I don't know if it would change anything, but if it's so big, it took 2 years to create, one could assume that it would be pretty big content-wise. Also, don't mind my bearded dragon. He might be doing some scratching in the background, but without further ado, let's find out what we've been waiting for this whole time.
Peggy 16.
Pure and radiant.
Okay, so it's gotta be Mikola.
Love to shrive clean the hearts of men. There is nothing more terrifying.
This is so exciting. Okay, so that looks like the Erdtree, just based on the structures around it and stuff. And it looks like all of that that field that was in the reveal trailer or reveal picture was actually in game, which is kind of cool visually.
In that forsaken place,
New NPCs look like
blood
Abel.
must spill. Blood of your fellows. The Erdtree faithful.
Oh, that's good.
They were never saints. They just happened to be on the losing side of a war.
So another fire giant. Sick. Just what we wanted. I was gonna say there's a lot of cool areas already. It already looks huge. Is that like undead Sephiroth? Like the little lion that Godfrey had? Like, are we in the lands of the dead or something? That's sick. It could also be that Sephiroth...
Mother, wouldst thou truly lordship sanction in one so bereft of light?
I mean, that guy was visually reminiscent of Gwendolyn. Like a red Gwendolyn. So these like new Ash of Wars and spells, they all look pretty sick.
I presume you, too, are keen to know just what kind Mikola is doing here.
There's too much going on. Oh, that's an ugly frame to stop on. But yeah, there's a lot going on there, a lot to look at. Wow. So there's like a rune bearer equivalent of the dragon spells that look like there. So we might have, I don't know if that would be new bestial incantations or what. What the fuck is that? Oh shit. Let's go back.
Of gold.
That's crazy. I don't know if that's gonna be a boss, a mini boss. It's hard to tell. That's wild scene there. What is this? What is this? Is that undead Radon? Is that what's left of him, or is that some sort of godskin monster? That's horrifying.
Those
Awesome.
stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death.
So is this supposed to be Mikola? It seems like this is an important character. It would kind of fit the theme for him to be like undead and creepy after what Moog did to him. Mesmer. Maybe that's Mesmer.
Come now. Touch the withered arm and travel to the realm of shadow. I will not be far behind. May we meet again.
Okay, there's so much to digest there. That is so cool. And then do we get gameplay after this? That is so sick. And it was June 21st. That was leaked earlier. So put that on your calendars. I might have to buy that. That collector's edition looks sick. There's a gesture and Mesmer the Impaler. Okay, so that is Mesmer. And it seems like he's going to be the final boss of the DLC, one would assume, just based on looking at that. That's so cool. Probably $300. Oh, man. And based on there being a collector's edition, I would assume this is going to be a standalone release. Perhaps. Or it says voucher code, so maybe not. I don't know. But it's... whatever it is, it's going to be huge. It's, what, 4 months away? 4 months to the day. That is going to be a long wait. That's going to feel like 1,000 years. But, yeah, that's the Elden Ring DLC trailer. That's my first impressions. It looks incredible. I'm going to have to rewatch this 100,000 times. Try to soak in every single little detail. Yeah, and I've got my Lies of P video coming out shortly. So, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for that, and I will catch you later.